What's up guys, welcome back to calisthenics. In today's video I'll be showing you what my push day workout looks like. Once again, the exercises that you see me use in this video are the ones that I am using to progress in the planche as well as handstand and stuff like that, so hope you guys enjoy. First warm-up exercise, I'm doing wrist circles. I go clockwise and then go counterclockwise. Alright, the second exercise here is more wrist conditioning, just rocking forwards and backwards, try and build up that mobility. But guys, the key thing is, you don't want to rock forwards and backwards where you have sharpshooting pain. You want to do it with enough motion, range of motion, where you feel discomfort but not pain. So for example, let's just say you have bad wrist mobility. All you can do is just start with like just gentle ones. It doesn't have to be all the way up here. You just be gentle ones like this. Because if I keep doing it where there's sharp shooting pain all the way out here, it's just gonna cause injury in the wrist. Thank you, Zach, for that great demonstration. Anyways, here I'm going in circles once again, just in my comfort zone, but I do feel discomfort, obviously, building up more tolerance and range of motion. These exercises are really good for handstands because your wrists aren't meant to take all that load. And here you can see I'm doing it in the other direction as well. And then here I'm doing wrist push-ups, which strengthens the wrist in the other direction. Give you a quick demonstration on how to do this. Basically, you start with your wrists like this, and then to go up without using the momentum of your body, just make a fist like this. It kind of forces your wrists to move up like that. And yeah, really good exercise for building strength. If you are strong enough, you can go into the regular push-up position and do them like that. Here I'm doing my last wrist warm-up / conditioning using the supinator grip, and I'm just rocking forwards and backwards just to really emphasize on that wrist motion. Moving on, I get into just regular push-ups just to warm up all the push muscles in the upper body, chest, triceps, shoulders. I think I do about like 20 push-ups as my warm-up. So yeah. Here I'm doing another conditioning exercise. This is for the planche to warm up my forearms and to make sure I don't injure them when I'm doing the tuck planche, because it does put a lot of stress on the forearms. Last warm-up exercise, I do scapular push-ups. Once again, this is for the planche to make sure I really engage that scapula on the tuck planche. First working set, I go into about a 12-second tuck planche. This is just to work up to the advanced tuck planche to get my body ready for it. Not bad in my opinion in terms of form. Here I didn't do too bad. It's just the legs that I struggle with, trying to bend them for it to be a true advanced tuck planche. Second attempt, start with a tuck planche and then go into the advanced. Form is much better here, more controlled, and I also hold it for longer as well. Here's my fourth set of doing, once again, the advanced tuck planche. Now look, I try and make my videos as interesting as I possibly can, but to be fair, a lot of the sets that I do, it's just repetition. And the reason why I add a lot of volume is because you're training your neurological system to adapt. That's literally what skill training is. You're training your neurons to learn new pathways and body awareness as well. So when I do like handstands for like half an hour, your body's like, okay, well, it's trying to figure out, if I kick up with this much force, I'll be able to hold it, and how much finger pressure and wrist motion do I need to be able to counterbalance as well. Like, that's just what calisthenics training is. This is my final set of the advanced tuck planche. This is my 5th time doing it, getting in that volume. Here I'm doing some of the accessory work to strengthen my planche, doing planche leans here to build that straight arm strength and scapula, all that good stuff. Here I'm doing handstand push-ups against the wall. This is because I can't do handstand push-ups freestanding. I just don't have the balance for it, and this builds my shoulder pressing strength as well. Yes, I know it is a little bit of a banana back, but I don't mind just because it's against the wall. If I was doing a freestanding handstand, which means if I did it in open space, I would be very critical about my form. Then I try to go for chest to wall handstands, and this just doesn't go well. I think I had bad placement of my dumbbells, because when I do 1 rep and then falling's natural, it's just part of it. I'm like, okay, no worries, I'll go for it again. And the same fucking thing happens. Except this time, I get the first rep, and then try and go for the second rep, and then I just overbalance. And I just gave up at that point. At least it's not as bad as when I tried to do handstand push-ups literally just over a year ago. Here I tried getting into a handstand then doing a push-up with the wall as a net, but further away, except my handstand kick-ups here were absolutely dog shit. And then even when I do finally get into a handstand hold, try and go for a push-up, and I just can't maintain the balance. Now this is a skill I don't typically do in my workouts, but I just wanted to show you guys because I sometimes train it. I'll sit into handstand. I'm definitely not good at this. I can sometimes get it, but usually I end up overbalancing or underbalancing, as you'll see in the next clip, me underbalancing. Alright, attempt 2, I go for it, I almost get it, and yeah, I just kicked my legs up a little too early. Alright, no worries, we'll go for it again. And this time, yeah, way too early. Oh my days, this set has to be the saggiest set I have done in a while. Not only is it just hard to watch me absolutely bottle this, but yeah, I try and go into a handstand and my balance was just not there. But then I go for it again and I get a good kick up. And then I'm constantly counterbalancing, as you can see, except I'm not only using my wrist, but I'm also using my torso as well to get that middle alignment. This is where I'm doing some cool downs. I'm just holding the dumbbell on the edge of the chair. This is just to really strengthen my wrist here, and I'm doing it again with the other hand. I find this actually helps with not only strengthening the wrist, but if you have a wrist injury, highly recommend it. Like even today, like my wrists aren't injured, but they're definitely not strong as what they used to be due to me constantly spamming handstands with no proper wrist warm-up. So I've just abused them. I'm trying to get them back to full strength, but yeah, anyways, highly recommend it. Last cool down set, just doing some wrist rotations to cool down the forearms. I really like these ones, also recommend them. There's not much for me to say. And obviously I do it on the other arm as well. Finally, this freaking nutsack's finished. Yapping is probably what you're thinking. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, leave a comment, like, please subscribe, much appreciated. Love you, and see you in the next video.